Matt Dartnall knows what it takes to get a dog to the Derby final. He's had 4 finalists in his short career. Now he trains the anti-post favourite for this year's Greyhound Derby. Will 2015 finally be his year? Well, Matt, a couple of weeks to go until the Greyhound Derby starts. It all seems pretty relaxed around here. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it does make a change, doesn't it? No, feeling good. The team are fitting well. So, yeah, things are going good so far.
Of course, Droopy's Nidge came over with Droopy's Braden. How have you ended up training these dogs for the Derby?
Well, I all go back to a dear friend of ours, Tommy Mackay and Willie Frew. So Dad used to train Ravage again for a few of his wins for Willie Frew, and stayed up in in Scotland a lot of time with Willie Frew. So we met Tommy Mackay, and then that's the Scottish connection, really.
Of course, you've got Droopy's Nidge here, who's come over from Ireland. He is currently the anti-post favourite. Are you feeling any pressure?
Not at all. The dog's come over in good condition. We've been swimming him every third day, gallop well, so he's a straightforward dog.
He's got a great history in Ireland, fantastic form, including winning Shelbourne Knight of Stars, won the Champion Stakes as well. How much do you know about his past career?
Yeah, I've watched a couple of his videos on the IGB site, but Wimbledon's Wimbledon, it's not Shelbourne. In my opinion, he might lack a couple of yards of early pace. There's always trouble at the first bend. He needs to get round unscathed and then show his pace out the second bend.
As you say, he isn't probably the best early pace greyhound going into the Derby, but do you think he's the sort of dog that will really stand up to the competition well? Yeah,
I think he'll take each run in his stride, really, and he'll keep coming as well. So if he does have a bad break and he does get trouble at the first bend, at least you know that he's going to keep coming. Second and third is all you need to do to keep qualifying.
Do you think that lack of early pace could be an Achilles heel for him at Wimbledon?
Yeah, definitely. I like early pace. You want to be out and round the bend, so it could prove a problem. I'm hoping he's fit enough and strong enough out the second bend just to pick him up.
Is he aware the anti-post favourite and is around about 14-1? Is that too short?
I think so, yeah. For Wimbledon you want early pace around the bend, but I'm hoping he's going to be strong enough out the second bend and fit enough on the second bend just to pick him up and keep qualifying.
You know what it takes to win a Derby. You've been close many times. What are you going to be doing to try and give Nidge that extra help out of the boxes?
Not much he can do, Julie, but I think he'll get used to them boxes. We're strengthening him up, we're keeping him swimming, keep him ticking over on the gallop, and let's hope it all comes together.
You mentioned you've been swimming him. What is the benefits of swimming a dog?
I just think when you've got a dog that may have a couple of niggles, it's always good to get him in the pool, just freshens them up, gets everything moving without putting any stress or anything like that on the joints.
The lack of early pace might be a slight concern, but the fact that he's a trap 6 greyhound, that's an advantage going into the Derby, isn't it?
Definitely if you're up there with the pace, but if you're not, you'll be bashed at the first bend.
Is it a slight disadvantage for you because you've been sent this dog, he's only been in your kennel for sort of a month, he's the anti-post favourite for the Derby. Is it pressure on you?
Not at all, quite the opposite. I think I can only do what I can do in 4 weeks before the Derby starts, so no pressure at all. I've got more pressure with the dogs that have been in the kennel longer, like the Mad Mash Blackie dog and the Ashburn Lark and the Corner Valley List that have been in my care and been prepared for the competition.
There's one that you think has gone a bit under the radar.
Yeah, a nice dog called Mad Mash Blackie. He won his first 3 at Toaster for me, B4, A2 in an open race. Got a bit excited, went to Wimbledon with him on juvenile night, finished third, ran well, picked up a little niggle, so we've been nursing him for the last 8 weeks.
Is he a greyhound that's got good early pace?
Yeah, he's a good all-round dog. He runs a bend really well, but he's a trier. He wants to do it for you. And when you've got one of those on the end of the lead, you know that they're going to fight and battle and do everything you want them to do.
And it's always nice as well when you've got an enthusiastic set of owners behind you as well, which he certainly has.
Yeah, he definitely does. I think there's a gang of them. I get God knows how many texts every time he trials, runs or whatever else. So, no, it's good. It's nice to have that enthusiasm behind you. A little bit of pressure maybe, but they're good fun lads.
So 100-1, that's the one that would be your advice for our viewers to get their money on?
I think he'll run a few rounds. Yeah, I think a bit of fun with that dog, yeah, at that price.
You've got 2 others going. Let's talk about Coulivanny List first of all. Was a Howard's Cross Puppy Derby finalist. Does that have the early pace to stand up to Wimbledon?
Lacks a bit of early, but he's a strong runner. So he's got a hell of a lot of pace out the second bend. Might not be a Wimbledon type, but he's a solid dog. You've got to put him in because he'll keep qualifying.
How far can he go?
All the way, hopefully. I like to see him. I don't know, third round, maybe the quarters. Around there somewhere. I think they might get away with him early pace-wise. But he can look after himself. He's got a good racing brain. See how we go with him.
You've also got Ashburn Lark going to Wimbledon. Now, to be fair to him, he's probably a good A1 dog, but the owners are keen for him to go. Is it a case of trying to live the Salad Dodger dream?
Yeah, I think so. He's won plenty of races for us, the dog, and gone through his grades. The owner's had a hell of a lot of fun with him. He's based local to Wimbledon, so he just wants a chance at the Derby. We're going to run him in a trial stakes, and if he goes well enough, we'll put him in.
You've had 4 Derby finalists before. Is this the year for the Dartnalls?
I'm hoping so. We're a lovely team to start the competition, great chances, and we've got a bit of everything in there. We've got a couple of dogs that come from behind, a couple of early pace ones, so we've got a real mixed team.
If you could only take one dog, I know it's very difficult because 3 were originally yours and 2 are fairly new to the kennel, who would you be taking?
Out of them, you'll have to take the Nidge dog, I suppose. You'll have to.
It's a close run thing though, isn't it?
It's a close run thing. It's a lovely decision to be making, but a lovely problem to have. But you'll have to take the Nidge dog.
You would pick Nidge, but you do love Mash Mad Blackie, don't you?
Yeah, I think he's got everything. He's got the enthusiastic owners. You know, they're lucky people. They need the luck. They got the experience of racing. They love Wimbledon. You know, I think it'd be a roller coaster ride with that dog, definitely.
You have had a Derby anti-post favourite before in Ballymac Russo. Does it feel different this time around now that you've got a bit more experience under your belt and you've been there before?
Yeah, I think so. At the moment, everything's a bit more relaxed. There's a few things we learned about the dogs and learned about Wimbledon and learned about the Derby, and I think you've just got to be patient with these sort of stages.
Of course, it's the biggest financial prize in Greyhound history in the UK. If you could win that and get your hands on that trophy, what on earth would it mean to Matt Dartnall?
I think it's the prestige of it more than anything else for us, and to have our name on that trophy would be absolutely mean the world to me. It really would do. It's something we get up every morning to do, and to win, and you breed pups and you race dogs, and everything leads to the Derby. That's it.